And it's Friday night. It's time for that Party Time podcast. You know, the one, the only, the Owl Reviews will kill you. I can see people in the chat are already lighting it up and getting that party started. I am the man you may know as Z, and I am here every Friday night with you, making sure that we all kick back, relax, have some good old times. I am joined by the super noob, which is the noob, the only noob, the noob.
I murdered Baby Yoda.
Murdered Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is he's still around. He's available.
I buried him. I also ate him.
Baby Yoda is on a he might be on a clandestine mission.
I ate Baby Yoda.
He may be lurking.
Oh my god.
Lurking. There's a Baby Yoda lurking.
Nope, that's not Baby Yoda.
He's in a balaclava and he's ready to murder some noob, but for now he's gonna disappear. But Baby Yoda is still present. The host with the most is still around. Don't worry. We're just trying to, make our visual setting as pleasurable as possible, and that required some moves and some readjustments, and that's how it is.
I always want to pleasure Scott.
Whatever way we can do to pleasure Scott is what we're gonna do. And then we are also joined by the man behind the wheels, the 18 wheels, the 29 wheels, the 21 wheels, his jersey, Scott Keebler.
Will you pick a number already? How many wheels are we going to have on this dumpster fire of a show? Speaking of
dumpster fire, best fire.
Speaking of fires, we're going to go ahead and jump into the trash fires. See what I did there?
Oh, look at you.
You like that? So we have a couple things to jump into and talk about. First, of course, we do have the Ghost of Tsushima videos. This could possibly be...
They may be coming to an end.
They could possibly be coming to
Operation
an end.
Eliminate All Mongols may be ending. Is this the last sushi video ever?
No more Mongols.
No more Mongols.
The Mongol solution is coming.
Operation.
This is what, the 17th video? That's quite a lot there. I mean, impressive in itself, but
I'm not sure, but someone, Indra, that's a weird name again, is asking me what I'm drinking. It is every kind of tequila mixed together with semen.
Oh, no one would enjoy that except for certain peoples.
And the tuna that I did not get, you know who you are.
And I've continued Whiskey Wednesday into Whiskey Friday, or whatever it may be. They're my nice.
Yes, because you're an alcoholic.
Fancy
get it.
I also have whiskey. I have whiskey wherever the camera is.
Whiskey tequila.
It's so weird. The camera's not mirrored now, so every position I make is the wrong direction.
I got cherries.
And
you put cherries in my drink, which is not acceptable.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. Got my cherries.
You shouldn't have done that.
Got my cherries.
I do see Ron Cold, Stone Cold Killer is out there. So
and we did mention
and Bridget.
We did mention that could be the last sushi video, and Bridget says no. So somebody's into them. I don't know why. Someone has to explain that to me.
You were watching them. Don't lie.
I had to.
Addiction.
I had to because I was editing them.
Oh, but now it's your secret addiction.
Didn't have a choice.
Who wouldn't be into it because I'm in it?
And also in the trash is next week we have an interview, which I think Noob should know more about.
Yeah, with the Aussie bartender. He's a lovable mate from down under, and he is going to come on and possibly review one of the most horrid drinks we have ever.
One of the greatest drinks ever created or known to man. It's amazing.
It's pretty bad. And he's hopefully going to tell us that. I don't know. He hasn't tried it yet. He is going to give us his thoughts live on air, so be sure to check that out. I believe it's this Tuesday?
I believe it is Tuesday. Do we have a date on that? August, September, something?
September 1st.
September 1st.
Or 2nd.
We'll keep you guys posted via Instagram and other such things.
So so we got that coming. Bridget says Yellowtail Sushi. Random comment in our chat. Thank you for that. You didn't share.
Yum.
I'm
Yellowtail
disappointed. So I think that's all for our trash.
No, we have to announce the winner of the Deathstroke giveaway.
Well,
while you're doing that, I'm going to go check a technical situation going on. So you go do that.
Oh, boy. So the giveaway this week was Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, which we will review later in the show. And the giveaway is for the digital copy of that movie. And the winner who has participated this month, or not this month. They usually support our page on Instagram, which we really appreciate. It is Gersbump. I think I said that right, but they are the winner. And I know a lot of people have participated. There were some last-minute entries. And if any of the participants are watching or listening currently, the first one to message us on Instagram will get a choice of some backup digital copies that I have. So if anyone is listening and you DM me first, I will give you a choice of a handful of extras that I have and see if you want any. So
there we go.
Do that.
That's called an in-show live exclusive for just our audience there. And as I mentioned before, last week we are playing around with our settings. I believe things are supposed to be a little better now. There's a chance they still screw up, so I need you guys out there in internet land to let me know if things are screwing up so we can continue to make this a more exciting experience for all of you. So I guess while Z is playing around with his things and his cords and stuff, why don't you let us...
doing with that rope?
Yeah,
why don't you... doing with that rope? Say, don't hang yourself. Jesus loves you.
It's not that bad yet. Why don't you tell us, Noobers? Why don't you tell us what we're doing this week?
Are you too fat to hang your... Oh, he's too fat. Okay, never mind. He's safe. He's safe. All the pizza helps. So we are having a loaded show today. Apparently, Keanu Reeves was interested in a role that he actually didn't get. That's very depressing. Lord of the Rings is having a brand new video game with a character you wouldn't really expect. Texas Chainsaw has a reboot of a sequel that was probably done before, and the director, I think, did a thing. Tom Cruise does the craziest stunt of all. There is a new flavored Xbox coming out soon because people apparently still want Xboxes. That's weird. And Altered Carbon just came out with its second season a little bit ago, and apparently we're going to have some news on season 3.
It was just too good for everybody.
Yeah, apparently it was too good. Then Scott is going to take a battle to the fort, the pillow fort in my pants. Before we jump to plenty of reviews.
I love how Alan's in the chat spoiling our news. Thank you, Alan. We know. We'll get to that in a minute.
Fuck you, Alan. I love you. I think you're a new subscriber, and I will send you news to keep you on our channel. But fuck you at the same time, ruining our news.
Wow. That's just mean.
Yeah. So we're also going to review Selena and Chef. That's weird because Selena was played by Jennifer Lopez, and she's dead, I think. She was like a Mexican singer that got brutally stabbed, and she did too much butt stuff on air or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
Then The Vow is... I don't know what that is. Is that about priests? And then Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. I saw that. Berserk. Don't know what that is. And
Berserk.
And Class Action Park. Did I make that up? Is that a real thing?
No, it's a real thing. Class Action Park, yeah.
I did not watch any of these things.
Well, let's get to it quick then.
Yeah.
Well, let's get at it.
That's the wrong sounder.
Baby Yoda might be coming for you, Scott.
Good news, everyone.
So it's not good news for Keanu Reeves because he wanted to join the Marvel Universe, and apparently he's not allowed to because Marvel may have found its Wolverine already, and it's not Keanu Reeves.
It better not be Shia LaBeouf.
They have no. I'd be okay. That's the only other person other than Shia LaBeouf or other than Keanu that I'd be okay with. Shia LaBeouf would be dope because he'd probably get some weird implants on his hands for realism, or I don't know what
he'd get implants in his hands.
Yeah, for the knives. Like he'd just get
butt
knives.
Implants on the knives,
graft on his hands. I don't know.
Right.
So Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige may have already cast a new Wolverine, which is hinted at by Keanu Reeves. I've always wanted to play Wolverine, Keanu said, but it might be too late.
I'm a Wolverine.
I'm all good with it
and
now.
the winter makes me cold.
What is that song?
You don't remember that?
I don't.
That's a Family Guy joke.
I don't watch that show anymore. Is it still going on?
It's from many, many years ago.
Well, all right then.
You remember the Wolverines? They were, part of the Red Dawn. No, Wolverines.
Red Dawn is the Russians.
Wolverine.
Right? Or is that...
Oh, and my hatred keeps me warm. My hatred, yes.
Whatever. Anyway, so Keanu Reeves has his new movie coming out this week, Bill and Ted 3, Face the Music or something I think it's called. I'm not sure. But that's when he was doing some interviews and they asked him about the Marvel stuff. And apparently he is wanting to play it, but he's being denied.
I've always wanted to play Wolverine.
Part of me feels like now everyone knows that he definitely was willing to play Wolverine. Whoever they cast is going to be really scrutinized until they perform really well.
So, Doc, are you saying Bill and Ted was bomb, or is a going to bomb? I'm pretty sure Doc said that he already watched it. And is it bomb?
Wolverine.
No, he already watched Bill and Ted 3, and he's supposed to give us a one-word review that's not bomb. How about bombtastic?
Taron Egerton as Wolverine? Nah, he's too white.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, hey, unboxing movies. I love you. You jump in between Levels and Geek and us. Hopefully you stay with us because we're better looking. Also, we offer nudes. And
free nudes.
Yeah, free nudes. So, I can't imagine anyone being better than Keanu Reeves, but that's just me. I don't know. Was that no one else has anything to... He wanted to specifically play Frank Miller's Wolverine.
You know what? I'm familiar with comic books, and I don't know Frank Miller's Wolverine.
Frank Miller's Wait, hold on. Frank Miller did DC and Marvel?
He did all sorts of stuff, yeah.
Well, cheater. He wouldn't mind
You probably
returning
could click
for a
on the link.
Constantine sequel, though. That'd be dope.
Alan says that
liked
Robert
his
Pattinson
version.
should be Wolverine. I think, according to Alan, Robert Pattinson should be everybody.
They should just have him be every single person.
He should just play the entire Justice League.
Just everybody.
And
Actually,
Darkseid simultaneously.
what would we think about maybe like Goldberg being Wolverine? He's
Bill Goldberg?
He's short. He's built like a freaking brick house.
Goldberg is short?
Just put some hair on him.
The wrestler?
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg.
Isn't
who's
he
a-
Not
short?
an actor. in
Oh
any
no, I
way.
guess he's also like 8 foot tall.
he's not short enough. In fact, Hugh Jackman was way too tall to play Wolverine. He was like 6'3".
Hugh Jackman is not 6'3". I'm gonna
Look it
Google
up.
that shit right
then
now.
he's 6'2".
Hugh Jackman is
Still
not
too
the size
tall.
of me.
Too tall to be Wolverine. You're like, I'm taller
I'm
than
definitely
Hugh
taller
Jackman.
than Hugh Jackman.
Why
Well-
didn't you just type in height?
We got
6'2". Okay, he's almost.
Oh,
as
he's
tall
almost
as
as tall as you, bitch.
God.
we got some
Wow.
other
So much better
suggestions.
looking.
We got Gerard Butler, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph. What? No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Absolutely not.
No,
Gerard Butler too old. I don't know.
No.
He's probably too big too. We need a shorty. You know who probably should have done it? Tom
LaBeouf.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be awesome.
Tom Hardy's like 5'8" and can get jacked. He
Yeah.
probably should have done it. If you're looking for
Vin Diesel. That would be funny.
Vin Diesel's too tall. They're all too tall.
although Vin Diesel already has the Wolverine voice down pat. It's all about family.
Bub. I'm Wolverine.
Unboxing says that Wolverine or Keanu would have been a great Wolverine. You're goddamn right he would have been.
He's probably too tall also. They're all too tall.
Oh no, Z is not allowed to play Wolverine. He doesn't have the nipple circumference.
And then we have Danny DeVito as Wolverine. And on that note, let's move on to the next story.
Yeah, let's. Speaking of short, bald people, I'm chewing ice on air. Lord of the Rings.
Gollum.
Sweet Jesus, it's stuck in my throat.
Gollum.
Lord of the Rings is releasing a new game, which no one gives a shit about.
Wait, I used to do a really good Gollum.
Lord of the Rings Gollum, and it is terrifying based on this image that we're looking at.
Let me pause you real fast. And
super sweet.
in the chat, Bridget said that Scott would be a good Wolverine. No, you just want to see me in yellow tights. Admit it.
Scott would be a good like Wolverine that gave up life and just ate Twinkies for breakfast.
So the final Wolverine
The fat Wolverine.
when he dies of
Are you supposed to be doing a Gollum
I'm trying to do
voice?
Gollum, but
a
it
major
hurts my
coronary.
throat.
Yeah, that's not the only thing that'll hurt your throat later. And so yeah, Lord of the Rings Gollum is a new game, and
Who would want to play Gollum? I don't know. I don't get it. What do you just like creep around?
it's been confirmed for
Creeping on
next gen
people?
consoles. So if that's the graphics, Lord help us.
Creeping on them, just creeping.
It is It's an action adventure game from a German studio famous for making point and click adventure games on the PC. So that's not.
Is this going to be point and click? What?
That's not a good.
I don't know. That's not a good sign.
Caveat here. So it's going to be coming out for Xbox Series X and PS5 in 2021 as well as PC. It's supposed to delve into a lot of stealth action.
It's my precious.
It's going to focus on stealth, I guess, because you have no other. What does Gollum do? He doesn't do anything.
He has
go
stealth.
invisible.
He's just a little tiny, like walk on all fours kind of gremlin thing.
He's a hobbit, twisted by the ring.
Yeah, it's
And he
gonna
can go
follow-
invisible.
It's not going to follow the movies. It's going to follow the books. So I don't know if Gollum is featured more heavily in the books. Presumably he is.
Not really, but sure.
Okay. No, I don't read, so I don't know.
And it looks like in the chat already we've had people that are not interested in it. So I guess
Moving on.
moving
Move
on.
Sure. It's going to focus on stealth, and no one's going to buy it. So yeah. Speaking of something else that
Sherman.
no one's going to see, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I thought you were a horror movie fan.
When's the last good Texas Chainsaw Massacre? The one with Alexander Daddario.
Really? Because I thought the last good one was with All Right.
Matthew McConaughey's in it?
I think he is.
Yeah,
In Texas
I forget which one it
Chainsaw
was.
3. There's somebody else famous in that too. I don't know if
Well,
only someone
Alexander
could look it up.
Daddario is like the world's hottest woman, so anything in her... Oh, there's a Jessica Biel. What is that?
Where's my there's Jessica Biel. She was in it.
Yeah.
She was sexy. There's that. Where's my Alexander Daddario? Wait a second.
Oh no!
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is.
Oh my god.
She's over here.
What? That's what she was in that? I never saw that movie, but now I'm more interested.
Now you want to see it all of a sudden, don't you?
Holy macaronis!
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Love of my life, Alexandra Daddario, tied up just like I'd like her to be. Wait, what?
Oh boy. And the police are coming. And so apparently the Texas Chainsaw sequel to shoot from scratch because the director exited 1 week into filming. So that's fucked up.
Just what? Yep, just
Yeah.
1 week. He
So-
got 1 whole week, and they didn't like his vision.
I guess so. So the filmmaker David Blue Garcia is taking over directing duties for the upcoming movie. I don't really know. It's a legendary picture, getting a dramatic overhaul because of the director leaving. The filmmaker behind the $5,800 indie movie.
$5,800 indie movie.
Yeah, he did a $58,000 indie movie called Tejano. So sure.
I'll tell you what, I think the one scene that made the entire Texas Chainsaw universe was this one right here. I remember that moment when he picked her up and put her on the hook, and they actually had her struggling on the hook. Everyone felt that. Everyone had that pain hit them in the back, that sympathetic pain. I think it was this scene right here that made the entire franchise.
You mean the original one?
The original.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
that
the
a
one
scene
from
from the
like
original?
1978,
74.
74. Is that when the original came out?
Hopper's
Shoo.
1974 movie is the original timeline. In this
Tobe
movie...
Hooper. You said Hopper.
Oh, okay.
No,
Hooper. So
Hopper's
this
in another movie.
This
Show.
Hooper... Jesus Christ.
Jaws.
This movie picks up the same timeline as Hooper's 1974 movie.
So it's
And
this
it
Oh
was the
no!
events-
Are they copying the Friday the 13th model?
Yeah,
Where they're like going to make a direct sequel from the original.
Yes.
That's
so
an awful
it's
idea.
basically following the same thing that 2018's Halloween did, serving as a direct sequel to the original.
Oh, it wasn't
1970.
Friday the 13th. I meant Halloween.
Yeah. So they're basically doing that same trend because it worked out so well for Halloween.
Now, see, I forget what happened at the end of the original one. Did everyone die, or like, is there even something to continue the storyline off of? Wasn't Leatherface the only one that survived?
He ends with him in the street running, like dancing. Remember,
Yeah,
he
like
dances
swinging,
with the chainsaw in a
the
circle?
chainsaw around like a maniac.
And she's in a car. She's in the back seat of somebody's car that she picked up. But I think there's like one of the other killers is in the car or something. Yeah. Spoiler alert to a 1974
For
movie.
a movie that was released 40 years ago.
I think she's the origin of Final Girl. That's where they came up with the term Final Girl.
Well, I think as long as you have either Jessica Biel or, of course, the love of my life, Alexandra Daddario,
I thought you were going to show
go wrong.
Leatherface was the love of your life.
No, no. Just I don't want to talk about that. He broke my heart in so many ways.
I think he broke more than that.
This is going to be, I think, 4 or 5 years. I don't know when this is going to release. I think 2021. But the last Texas
never.
Chainsaw movie that was released was Leatherface in 2017. So
That was a movie.
I didn't see it.
Just
so
like I think they're redoing Hellraiser too. So good luck with that.
Hellraiser was awesome.
The first one.
Awesomely horrible, but it was awesome.
The first one?
I don't.
You've
I've
never
seen
saw
like
it.
17 of them.
Okay.
I've seen all of them at once.
No, you never did.
Okay. You know what I did see? Tom Cruise.
And is he going to see what you saw?
Tom Cruise saw what I see, and I'm going to see it twice.
On the
he saw
seesaw.
it first because he is Tenet.
Tenet? Look
Tom
at Tom Cruise.
Tom
Saw
Cruise
Tenet.
at Tenet.
At
Wait,
Tenet.
why isn't Tom Cruise? He's short enough to be Wolverine. Tom Cruise.
He
for
could do
Wolverine.
Wolverine. He's a little old, but he could do it.
He could do Old Man Logan.
He probably
he's
could.
right.
He's
I mean-
probably younger than Hugh Jackman.
Although,
I think he is.
no, older. I'm
But-
sorry.
More Jesus.
but Tom Cruise always got jacked, but never big. Like he was always in shape. All the Mission Impossibles, but he never bulked up.
Yeah, he never bulked up. He never had a character that I guess needed that either.
Who? Tom Cruise was like he's always fit. He's not super jacked.
That's exactly what Scott just said. It is totally an hour. Did he like it though? He didn't say. He just said, "I'm going."
I can't imagine. He posted a 34-second video on social media saying, "Here we are in an IMAX venue in Waterloo."
And this is the biggest thing that this pandemic has brought to us. The biggest disaster of all time is Tom Cruise in public wearing a mask so you can't see that amazing and beautiful white smile like the sun, that Scientologist smile that Tom Cruise is so famous for. Hidden, I say, by a mask.
Are you talking about those perfect teeth carved out of virgin elephant tusk?
Stone, out of virgin stone, virgin elephant tusk stone, perfect ivory teeth. It is an absolute disaster upon this world.
Well, here's his review.
Big movie, big screen. Loved it because it was huge.
It was so huge.
Loved it because it was so
the hugest movie.
Cruise wore his masks and socially distanced the best he could, but he basically was just like, go to the movie theater because this movie deserves to be seen on the big screen. Which is true, because I already have 2 separate tickets reserved for Tenet, so I'll see it like 3 times in 4 days. It's going to be intense.
Wait, you're gonna watch it intense?
I'm going to watch it intense.
Oh, like a camping trip.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to bring a entire tent and just camp out in the theater. I bought every seat to socially distance myself properly.
From himself.
Yes. I'm bringing Baby Yoda, though. He seems excited.
Yes. So what's next?
What is next? Who knows? Oh, this is the best flavor of Cheetos, and that's Xbox Cheetos. Actually, wait, no, it's not Xbox Cheetos. It's Xbox Cheetah. So there's a limited edition line. This is
the one that got Noob really excited for Wonder Woman. He was ranting and raving about why anyone would want
emotional and sexual level.
It's an outdated console, right?
Well, it's Xbox One X. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Xbox One X. Xbox Series X is coming out in November. Very confusing names. So this is a limited edition Wonder Woman inspired line of consoles.
Even though there's no Wonder Woman game.
There's not.
There is not.
And the female gaming audience, while they're not as prominent as the male gaming audience.
Well, why would they be excited about a non-Wonder Woman game? There's no game. They are gaudy. That is for certain.
Well, I don't know about gaudy. Unboxing says that these Xbox Ones look awesome, which it's still an Xbox One. Isn't this like 4 generations ago? I mean, Unboxing also just said Tenet's gonna be an awesome movie. So I think that if it's not, then Tenet, you have to come, or Unboxing, you need to come back here and apologize to us because it's
going to be an awesome. Why wouldn't it be an awesome movie?
Because you have to play.
Christopher Nolan delivered a non-awesome movie,
but you have to play it backwards.
Nope.
So confused.
Your feeble mind can't handle the time travel, Scott.
So how do you win one? This is a contest.
Yes. So I was initially triggered because I thought they were releasing these for purchase, and I saw the Cheetah one, as you can see on the right-hand corner on our YouTube page. It is
just cheaterific. I would like to snuggle that thing, like put it on my floor and lay on it.
Yeah.
Well, real fast, we'll go through. They do have a couple options. First, there's the golden panty liner version,
which is handmade with 24 karat gold leaves.
Yeah, I wouldn't be lining anything with that, Scott. It is handmade with 24 karat gold.
It is handmade 24 karat gold. Women's underwear. I mean, beautiful as it is, but it is what it is. And then, of course, there's my favorite.
Are you saying that's supposed to represent a vagina?
This one's pretty dope.
I agree with you. I do like this one. The rope involved. I mean,
you just love ropes.
I do enjoy ropes. Not a proper knot. I mean, if you ask me personally, but I do enjoy ropes so much.
And you like the psychedelic controller.
Would be kind of my timeline. And of course, the Tarzan was run over by a steamroller version.
You don't like the spiky spikes on the top part? Like a spiky neck collar thing?
Why are there spiky spikes on the
because
cheetah?
Cheetah wears a collar that's spiky.
Cheetah's collared?
Oh, yeah.
I did
Kristen
not
Wiig,
know
you're
that.
into that, huh?
I can't tell what looks worse, Kristen Wiig's Cheetah or this Cheetah Xbox console. Both are very visually displeasing to me.
They're visually pleasing to me in all shapes and sizes.
At least one really goes after the furry community, and that's the console. Like, you can at least touch the fur on that, whereas the CGI cheetah looks like a shit show.
So all you have to do is go onto Twitter, and you have until September 17th to win this thing.
Yes, you have to retweet the Xbox sweepstakes tweet between now and September 17th. And that's pretty much it. And
I think
one lucky winner is chosen.
The biggest part,
Three lucky winners are chosen.
the biggest part they screwed up on was that this remote here is not over there. That remote over there, as I look at the screen, it's not also covered in that cheetah fur.
How do you know? Can you tell?
I mean, you look at it, looks like it's a plastic remote with some cheetah print on it. I think that the remote itself
That
should
just makes
also
it
be
sexy.
cheetah furred line because that would feel amazing in your hand as you play your game.
I guess. I don't know. I know I'd like to pet it.
I mean, yeah, I would rest my head on it and then sell it for basically a year's worth of cocaine.
I mean,
You couldn't get a year's worth of
You'd
cocaine
have to.
out of that.
You-
A month's worth.
you couldn't play it on that thing with all that leather and crap on there. It's going to overheat in 5 seconds.
It's for the visual aesthetic. Besides, what games are you going to play on it anyway? It's an Xbox One.
This is
Yeah.
also true. You can't even play. You can't even play Blu-ray on it. Like what?
Yeah, you're going to get, like, the winner of this is going to have a month of gaming, and then they're going to be like, oh, I have a really weird-looking console that is outdated because the new one just came out. And then they're going to realize there's no games for either party, so then they're just going to trade it in and buy a PS5.
It'll be a really nice paperweight.
It will be. Much like mine is.
Beautiful.
Yes. So let's move on to something that should be canceled. Well, is canceled. Got canceled? Either way. Altered Carbon. Never watched it, but it has Anthony Mackie.
I reviewed the first season, which had Kinnaman. What's his name?
Joel
Kinnaman
from the
Suicide Squad.
Air Cut Suicide Squad.
He
was the Rick
released the
Flag.
air cut.
Yes.
And then Anthony Mackie did the next one, and the first one was so not interesting that I just didn't bother to watch the second one.
Yeah.
It was like 10-hour slog to get through the first one, and we did an in-depth review. If you'd like to listen, go back. We have a season 1 Altered Carbon in-depth podcast that you can check out on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever. I don't know. It might not even be on Stitcher because it's old, but
It should be. All the episodes should be on Stitcher and iTunes and Google Play, which is soon to be Amazon Play. Oh yeah, I also forgot I still need to do the other. There's another podcast platform coming up I got to figure out. So
Amazon Play.
Yes.
yeah, that. Yes, that. It's all over the place. We are all over the place. I am all
You
over
can
the
find
place.
us.
Yes.
So apparently, season 2 had Anthony Mackie, but it cut the episode count to 8. That did not help it.
No.
apparently. There was also an animated movie.
Yes, there was, but
On
no one
March
cares.
19th? That was weird. So Netflix's decision not to proceed further was made in April and is not COVID related specifically.
No,
but
it
stems from the streamer's standard viewership versus cost renewal process. So yeah,
What's
Well,
that even
the-
mean?
The big thing is this was supposed to be their flagship sci-fi show, and it doesn't seem like that's going to fly. So
you didn't watch season 2 at all?
I was just not interested enough.
Okay. Yeah, because apparently Netflix has canceled stuff because of COVID, and the 2 series that got the X because of those circumstances are called The Society, never heard or watched, and I Am Not Okay With This.
I saw
Also-
something about that, but don't care.
Yeah. And Altered Carbon's created based off of a novel? Of course it is. Everything's based off a novel.
Of course.
Yeah. Began 30 years after the epic conclusion. Okay, it wasn't a direct continuation?
No, there's like it's hard to tell because people like they basically insert your consciousness into a different body, or what they called as a sleeve, and Joel Kinnaman played the sleeve of Takeshi something or other.
Wait, they had sleeves?
Takeshi Kovic.
Do they also have docking?
I don't know. There was lots of nudity,
there
so
should
probably.
be. Yeah, so they had sleeves and docking. So Noob should absolutely be into this. I
Yes.
think they need to bring back dark matter.
So we have a new commenter on our post, Nikkei, and he loves my Superman hat. I love you. If you want to come and wear my Superman hat while I serenade you with drinks and maybe sandwiches, I will send you my address.
What
Finger
is that?
sandwiches?
What is that on your Superman hat? Is that like a baseball card or something on your
do you
flat
mean?
brim?
No, it's another logo.
On your flat brim?
Yeah, it's another logo. See
The
it?
only thing flatter than that brim is your ass. I tell you what.
Honestly, I don't know what I need to do. Like, I try to do squats and I just end up pooping. So, like, it doesn't work for me, and then the hemorrhoids come out, and then it's just like it's a snowball effect. and it hurts. So I stopped and I ran out of donuts to sit on because I kept eating them.
And eating the donuts.
Sitting on donuts really isn't beneficial because if you're wearing white shorts and it just looks like you shit yourself. It's just there's a lot of things wrong with it. So I
why not just get butt implants?
I emailed my therapist for it. For that, so
you should get butt implants.
I should. I don't have money for that though. I'm unemployed. Scott, how do I apply for unemployment?
First you have to be unemployed.
And
then you have to
it's Nikki, not Nikkei.
Who is a she,
Okay.
because of course you are just assuming genders here, noob. So you are an asshole.
And you should say hello to Sam Jr. as well.
So who's Sam Jr.?
I don't know, but they say hello, noob.
Hello. Where do you see Sam Jr.?
Who's talking to me?
I don't know.
Where am I?
Oh, Sam Jr. Oh my God, it's a capital J for Junior. Oh, I'd show you my Junior. That's the child in my basement. Anyway, this is
Nikki.
Yes.
Nikki.
I apologize. I will send you 17.
Can you
children.
make a Ghost of Tsushima apology for your mispronunciations?
I will make several apologies.
Does that mean
Maybe
that
not
the
just for
videos?
that.
Wait, does that mean the videos will continue?
Oh yeah. I brought more Japanese whiskey to try while we're playing
Well,
later tonight.
there you go. Here's the live exclusive, the Xbox video, the Ghost of Tsushima videos that we mentioned earlier. They will be moving on. So, Bridget, I know you're excited for that one.
First off, and then Indra is saying the push-ups aren't helping. I don't know who told you I'm doing push-ups, but I have a thyroid condition, and that's why I look a little pudgy today. So fuck you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so aggressive.
Yeah.
Noob, you
so
are
aggressive.
Noob, you are really angry today. Like,
Very aggressive. It's the whiskey. Whiskey makes me angry.
is this like some sort of like side effect from like wearing a flat brim? Is that brim just like
Every
pushing?
hat I have is flat
Is
brim.
it
What
like
are you talking
pushing
about?
in on your temples? Nikki wants to know where my hat is. Nikki, I don't wear a hat or glasses because I'm not afraid to show you who I am. I'm not afraid to be out there in public and let all of you see my face as I smile and show my love towards
And you're
all of
unemployed.
you.
Because you haven't had a real job since 1990.
Unlike these two assholes up here who feel like they have to hide their identities because they're worried that somebody might like stalk them down and murder them. I don't know.
I am just famous enough for that, so
Yeah.
you need to relax there, Scott.
And also, this is just an aside, but we're never going to reveal our true identities, but this might be the reason why. We are both mildly famous, and we are in a homosexual relationship where I am his panda bear.
Which is the reason
And
they feel like they have to hide their identities because they're afraid of, of course.
the furry community isn't wildly accepted, and he is my panda daddy. So, I mean...
Can I be a tiger panda
He
daddy?
feeds me berries, and that's not
Actually,
socially acceptable as
yes,
of yet. So we're gonna march for it. We're gonna fight for panda rights, and hopefully we get it.
And
Honest
yes,
to God.
yes,
Hope
Nikki,
it
that
happens.
is why they are hidden, is because of their relationship is not going to be recognized by the general public. So they're nervous. I mean, it's okay. We're not here to judge. But everybody
This is
has
a non-judgmental podcast.
There's so
own
many pregnancies that are
lifestyle.
happening. Like, see how much just sex I emanate? Like, I'm just impregnating the entire
I don't
audience.
know if Noob Noob can show you a hot dog or can make you a hot dog, but he can show you a tiny, what do they call that? When
Like
they
a-
roll the hot dog in a bun?
Pork roll.
No.
A pig
what
in
do
a
you call
blanket.
Those things. Pig. He can
Pig
show
in a
you a
blanket.
pig in a blanket.
Yeah, like a baby pig in a
A
blanket.
little baby pig in a blanket.
Like a pinky-sized pig in a blanket.
All right.
Very-
So now, New Nib, your challenge is to bring us back onto the track.
Yeah, so anyway, you're supposed to take on Fortnite, which is a really shitty game that came out years ago, and no one cares. I don't. Why are you taking on Fortnite?
Why are you? You're this. Yes, you have the story about
I don't
Fortnite. Actually,
understand.
I saw a commercial on Fortnite.
So this is the important part about talking to your co-host when you're doing pre-production and you're planning things.
You're not our co-host. You're our producer.
Is you need to actually know, and people need to know exactly what stories are, and consider the fact I know nothing about Fortnite.
You suggested
It's
the
your
story.
story.
It's your story.
I've
Why
never
do you
played.
always fuck things up?
I've never played the game, and I know nothing about it. I can't
just-
tell you anything about Fortnite. I have no idea what this story is, and I just have some
there's a
pictures
commercial,
for
there's no
you,
skins.
and then we can go ahead
Oh
and
my
move
god!
on.
What?
New skins. New skins.
You are supposed to take on Fortnite. Is it because you hate Wolverine?
I don't
Because his
know.
quads
I can't
are-
take on Fortnite because I know nothing about it. Because
What I don't know is-
because when I got the production notes for this show, that was there, and I had no clue what they were because no one discussed this with me.
I'm pretty sure you sent the story, first of all.
This is where the communication has faltered
You
in the ranks.
sent the story. Okay, so let's just say you can either be Wolverine or a banana with Wolverine powers. I do not know who the white dude with the long white hair. I don't know who that is. I see Iron Man. I see She-Hulk. I see Doom, Mystique,
That's supposed to be
Groot.
Thor?
No, is it? Oh my gosh, that's a weird looking Thor.
It might be a weird looking Thor.
Oh, I see a hammer. Right? You see a hammer there, Scott?
Yeah, that's Thor.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
definitely
yeah,
Thor.
he is holding a hammer in his hand. There's
That is a
Mystique,
strange looking
Storm,
Thor.
She-Hulk, Doom's in the background there. So yeah, whole couple characters. There's Rocket Raccoon, of course.
You can win a contest to have a sleepover with Noob Noob if you care to enter, and it's I don't know how
As
do
long
you
as you
enter
can
that?
cook, because I'll make drinks. Make a Cosby teeny, roofie teeny. If you
Cosby
just want
teeny.
straight roofies, I have that too. Ethanol, have that. Is there other date rape drugs? I don't really know. I ran out the other day. I have to call my guy.
Rat poison.
No,
that would
want
kill
them
people.
You want them alive.
Well, I
preferably.
mean, as long as they're still warm. I mean, necrophiliaism
man.
is a lifestyle.
We realize why Scott's unemployed.
Yes.
So you don't know why you hate Fortnite.
So there's
No, I
Fortnite
don't know
skins
why
that you
I
can
hate
use with
Fortnite.
different powers, and he doesn't even know what Fortnite is.
Okay, well,
It's a game that lots of people play, mostly small children, but
Yes.
also some adults.
And that's all we know about it.
Bridget says she'll stick with WoW. I'll say WoW is better than Fortnite. I'll give her that.
I will agree wholeheartedly.
But you haven't played WoW in 10 years.
I haven't
And it's
played
still
WoW
better
ever.
than most games.
So let's move on to reviews because we have a lot.
Are we going to reviews?
We are.
yes.
We're
Is
gonna
that time,
we're gonna
Scott?
go reviews. I'm gonna finish pouring myself a drink here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dramatically reach over here and begin this.
Okay, that sounds fantastic.
Like my shiny metal ass!
So we're still going. Sorry.
Still going.
Sound effects.
And I wanted to point out before we move on to reviews, A, Bridget, I can be your raid leader. B, Noob will absolutely play with Sam Jr. in
Oh my
bed.
god! Who in this guy is
Wait a second. Did you just volunteer to go raid Bridget?
Oh my
No,
God.
I said I'd be her raid leader.
No, she's not allowed to join your raids until she provides me with the tuna.
She's still missing a tuna sandwich.
Or was that Wednesday? I don't know. I was promised tuna. I still don't have
I
it.
do want to point out that on Wednesday, if you have time, people, go back and check out. We have a timestamp for it. There was, in fact, a noobception that happened where we, I guess, live stream bombed another audio not podcast. I don't know, what is that, a YouTube show?
Yeah.
Where we live bombed another YouTube show and made a disaster out of another YouTube show called Levels of Geek. Check them out. And
think
you'll get to
that-
see what happens when a couple of maniacs get answer when people answer the phone and maniacs are on the other end of
I
it.
think that might actually be a YouTube first when one YouTube live show live streams another YouTube live show while calling into said live show.
We're here. We're innovators, and mainly because of me, and I'm the idea man.
We 100% innovated something you've never seen before on YouTube. So be sure to
In case
check that
anyone
out.
was wondering, I literally produce all of this. I
write
control
all the news,
audio.
all the
I wrote-
reviews.
I wrote the news, the reviews. I have all the equipment. I know how to mix things.
Yes,
barely know how to mix drinks, but sure.
because
Well, you
Noob
never
Noob,
My,
you do.
my drink is terrible, and it has a cherry in it.
Yes, Noob Noob, you do all the work, and you are definitely underpaid.
No fancy bottle of whiskey for you later, prick.
Aww.
Why don't you review Selena and Chef? Because
Oh,
after Justin Bieber, she had to do something. And apparently,
she needed to cook some new sausage because Selena, sweetheart. Okay, let's get real. This girl, probably one of the most famous women on earth,
Yes.
used to be like
Attractive when she was underage, is that what you're going to say?
no.
I'm pretty sure that's where you're going. No, the giggles are telling
How old
me
is she now?
Not old enough for you.
Noob. Let's be honest here. Noob. There was a whole genre of men just waiting for her to turn 18.
Oh, probably.
She's been 18 for like 20 years, or at least 10 years. So what are you talking about?
She's not 20. Is she 28?
Has to be
How
at
old is she?
least 28.
I'm gonna look her up. I don't know.
So anyway, Selena Gomez is, I guess, isolated at home with her personal assistants and her friends and her grandparents. There's a lot of people isolated in her home, and she has like a phone conference with some
she
of
is
the
28.
with some of the top chefs in the world, like Antonia Mufasa, I forget her last name, and Luda something or other. Let's just put it this way.
Ludicrous.
This poor girl should have just stayed isolated, because whatever work she had done on her face made it real tough for her to talk, because she's talking like her face is all easy. Let's go cooking. The one thing that also went viral is that she has knives that are like tie-dye knives. I don't know, some crazy ass tie-dye knives. I couldn't make it past an episode and a half, and
I'm sorry.
it was very scary to me.
We're in the middle of a pandemic when people are like encased in their houses and can't even go outside. I mean, when you look around, this is the nicest room in my house, and it's literally you're looking at the entire room. It's
Your mother's
10.
house.
It's a 10 by 10 cell. The other side of my computers here is just a wall. There's nothing.
Scott,
and this is
live
the
with your mother.
biggest room in my house where I live by myself. I am
your mother.
alone and lonely and
Who pays the
and
bills.
murderous, and I want to kill people. And
You
she's
contribute
gonna
nothing.
show people her mansion that she's cooking in while she's talking to celebrity chefs.
Oh, here's something that's really kind of amusing is you see her there. She's so tiny, she has to stand on a step stool in order to cook anything.
She's 5'5", actually. She's not that tiny.
that's a
kinda
good size.
July
I like
22nd
that.
birthday. She is 28 years old, in case Bridget was wondering, because she said mid-20s. She's a little older.
I don't know what to say about this, other than it seems to me it's like the height of celebrity arrogance.
So it's a train wreck, is what you're saying?
I couldn't get past all the Botox in her face and the clenched jaw, and
Did she
I just
talk
feel
about Justin
so
Bieber
bad for her. Justin Bieber wrecked that poor girl.
Like-
Probably wrecked her colon.
sexually.
I don't know what he did,
I've heard
but
Justin Bieber's got a pretty long sausage.
Obviously,
I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Obviously, he must, because you can see the paralyzed side effect that she gets in her tongue in that second picture every now and then.
oh,
Oh, geez.
So,
tongue
so
swollen
you don't-
like a bee's tongue.
you don't just get random tongue paralyzation like that from just
All right.
nothing. So
we are.
We
Selena
should just
bashing
move
at this
on.
point.
Yeah, we shouldn't bash her. She's a sweet girl, woman, singer. Yeah.
Her songs aren't that great though. somehow.
kudos to
She's got a
her.
handful of good songs.
Kudos
I'm
to
sure.
her for kudos to her for starting something new. But you gotta read the times. This is not the time for something like this.
I just don't understand. If you got a bunch of work done and your face is frozen, why would you bother filming something like this?
I mean,
Bridget says, wasn't the purpose of the show to televise charities that she or the cooks were sending money to? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I'm going to say that no, she's not taller than me, Doc. And it was the purpose, I guess, was to teach you how to cook. Like, it's really an instructional thing. Although they make stuff that no human could make. Like, they made, like, raw squid, some squid thing that I there's no way I couldn't poach a squid, or besides it would kill me. And I didn't hear anything about charities, to be honest with you. I watched most of 2 episodes, and I didn't hear anything about charity. So if there was a charity angle on it, it was totally lost on me. It just felt like self-indulgent.
and if it was, then our view on it would be very different. But for now, it just looks like some sort of self-indulgent, I'm a celebrity, I have to have the public eye on me kind of thing.
Yes, that would be my assessment. I mean, it's on HBO Max. They're trying to. I think it's interesting because they're definitely going that Netflix route of like, we're gonna have like reality TV, we're gonna have anime, we're gonna have movies, we're gonna have TV shows, all those different things, kind of presented together, and it's a step in the right direction. But I mean, Selena, girl. Come on, girl.
And Bridget
Come
says
on, girl.
Bridget says she thinks that Selena's talking about charities now. If that's the case, we'll find out. We'll put our interns on that to do the research and find out.
Yeah,
But-
they can watch it because I
but
won't.
Right now, we don't know anything about that.
I got stuck watching it.
Yes. So we should move on because it is time to take some vows. What is this? Is this about
Love
Jesus?
taking vows.
I love
Every day.
Yeah, I'm pregnant, so I'm going to take a bunch of vows.
You're going to take a bunch of vows.
Vows of pregnancy.
This is we broke this story. Well, I don't know if we broke it,
did.
but we definitely reviewed. Did I talk about? I listened to the whole podcast. No.
This is the Nexium thing we were talking about during the beginning of it. I don't think we broke the story per se.
No, we definitely broke the story because Noob was a slave in Nexium for several years.
Oh, is this the sex cult thing?
Yeah.
This is why Noob's backside is
Mid-level
prolapsed.
marketing sex cult that you were part of.
Yes. With mid-level movie reviews. He lured me.
You in mid-level movie reviews.
Mid-level movie reviews was a sex cult leader for the Vow.
Was he a sex cult leader, or was he just in a chained up in a cage with you?
He promised me a tour of the Coca-Cola factory in Georgia, and I was very excited. And then I ended up sucking dick.
Wow!
Up in a cage doing what?
That just went extreme out of nowhere.
So this is the Allison Mack, Rainier. What the hell's that guy's name?
Allison Mack is a person.
She's the famous person. Like Kristen Crook was in it too from Smallville.
So Smallville. So the CW.
There was some other fairly famous. There's Allison Mack and there's the cult leader Ranieri or whatever. It all broke because they made a mistake and they had a brand put on a woman. I think her name is Sarah Edmondson. And that brand, when turned on its head, like it was like a vertical, or no, it was horizontal. And if you turn it vertical, it was their initials.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was not happy about having two people's initials on her. And they used to collect collateral on people, which was like close-up snooter pics.
Wait. If you take that image there and you flip, it's not flipping.
Not that image. It's a different one.
Oh, okay.
It's not that one.
I can't flip it. I don't know why. Look, I'm turning it. It's not flipping. I don't know.
Baby Yoda is in disguise. He's on a mission.
Yes. And the leader of the cult was Keith
Raniere. That's right.
Also known as Vanguard.
Yes, they called him Vanguard, and he had a whole slew. Basically, it was a kind of like a Scientology mixed type scam where you had to pay for lessons and classes and stuff. But the further you got into the group, especially the women created their own group called DOS inside of Nixium, which turned into be like a sex slave group where they would have slaves. They actually kidnapped a poor girl, and according to reports, Keith Raniere is also a pedophile. So he was having sex with young girls.
So he's friends with Tom Hanks.
13 to 14. And so far, the first episode, it's on HBO Max. First episode, it's giving you a lot of background. Basically, the first episode to me is an advertisement as to why the group is so great. So I don't know where it's going. I'm not sure. I guess they're working to build a better world.
So is this pro? Is this pro or anti Nexium?
It's supposed to be anti.
I was going to say, is there any pro Nexiums at this point?
It seems like so far it's pro Nexium. Like they're saying about they keep showing all the greatness, and I guess because it's a mini series and it's going to be either 6 or 10 episodes. I'm not 100% sure. They're going to drag it out, and they're giving perspectives that have been told already. Because Sarah Edmondson already did a very in-depth podcast, so they're talking to her friend, a director, Mark something or other. He directed some movie called like Shut the F Up or Bull. I don't know. Something. Yeah, some guy. I don't know who he was, but there was like a bunch of low-level Hollywood jerk-offs who were in this, including the heiresses to the. Oh man, I'm gonna screw this up. Say Barks Root Beer, but that's allegedly and probably not who it is. I don't know. The heiresses to something. I'm full of misinformation.
The heiress of Mountain Dew.
Not Mountain Dew.
So I pulled up a list of known celebrities of Nexium. So Kristen Crook, who Bridget said was recruited. That's confirmed.
Yes.
Sarah Edmondson, who we mentioned, Canadian actress. Who is this? Oh,
I don't know.
Another Sarah Edmondson. Nikki Klein is
Battlestar
Galactica role.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Grace Park. She was
Also,
on
Battlestar
Hawaii Five-0.
Galactica.
She was in there, and that's
Yeah.
it. I think those are the kind of the.
But
main
there were
ones.
two like really famous heiresses that funded the whole thing, and everybody's going to jail, especially on sex trafficking.
Wasn't the idea with this for the guy that created Nexium, I think is the guy on the screen right now that you're looking at over here?
Keith Raniere.
Wasn't this like just his thing, just to find a way to get women to recruit other women to come home and have sex with him? Like, wasn't it
More or less.
It basically
And
was
he
just
would
like a sex cult.
Yes, and he would collect like he would have collateral on them, like porn that were like naked pictures of them, and they would write down the worst thing they ever did in their lives and give it to him, so that way he, in case they turned on him, he would have a way to go after them.
Well, then I'm gonna need somebody to take notes on this show for me because I need to like improve on this method for personal reasons. I don't want to get into it now.
Well, he did claim to be the world's Guinness record holder for world's smartest man, so I don't think you have an edge on that.
No,
there,
I
Scott.
have him beat for that hands down. I am the world's smartest individual, undeniably, inconceivably, and uneducated, confirmed smartest man in the world.
Okay.
But this guy, he's been a crook for a really long time, and he absolutely created this devilish empire upon which he was exploiting women. It's pretty horrific. And then having women exploit women was also horrific. So, yeah, not non-consensual.
No,
Yes.
it's all okay. Like Bridget said, coerced, non-consensual.
It's not consenting non-consent like Mr. Nipples, Vaginas, Titties.
No. Non-consenting consent is a very different thing altogether. This was absolute brainwashing, coerced, non-consensual bullshit. I mean, that's just what this is. That's what a cult is. It's
Yes.
brainwashing.
So let's.
But
move
if you're
on.
brainwashed, isn't it consensual? Anyway.
Sorta. Anyway, let's move on to the movie we just gave away. Well, I gave away because I'm the only one that buys movies.
Giving it
Give
to
them
people.
away.
You're just giving it
Oh,
away.
I gave it to Gersbumps. I think
Gave
she's
it to the
pregnant.
Gersbumps.
I hold
Gave
the
it so
rights to
hard.
the children, and I will name them Slade Wilson. So Deathstroke Knights and Dragon Ball Z is the
Oh,
actual
you
name.
just had to slide
The
that
actual
in there,
name.
you
So
jackhole.
that image is not correct.
God!
So Deathstroke Knights and Dragons is
No!
okay.
No!
I'm gonna keep
There
going.
are an awful lot of Dragon Ball Z fanboys out there, by the
There
way.
are, yeah, me being one of them.
They
So
do,
that
and they do
Deathstroke-
love those pictures of naked Goku that we showed like
do.
a couple episodes ago.
Oh, man,
that
you torture
couple,
people
couple
with that.
episodes ago was a hit because of all those
Oh, I love it.
weird sexual
Yeah.
pictures of Goku. I don't know.
There's so many sexual
So-
fantasies I have.
Deathstroke Knights and Dragons.
Yeah, why don't you
Was-
go ahead and tell us about this?
Was a movie. It happened. So
No!
it's a
God!
deep. Jesus.
No! God, please, no!
Are we good?
No!
You good,
No!
Scott? You want to lay off the
I
sausage
think,
fingers?
I think we're good. Go ahead.
So you're gonna do it again, you prick.
No! God!
Nope. Okay.
No! God, please, no!
Anyway,
No!
this is every time I try to
No!
review something
Tomato
by
meters.
myself. This is why we can't have nice things, Scott.
Tomato meters.
So the tomato meter was 75%. With 8 reviews. Audience score 51%. So I apologize for who won our giveaway.
Oh, good luck with enjoying that. You know, you're going to enjoy it, maybe.
Yes, I did watch it though. It's not unwatchable. I did an Instagram review. It's kind of like you're watching this movie and you realize that it's made by the B team of DC Animated
Or
Studios.
the D team?
Or the like this B minus team. B minus team. It's got an okay story that doesn't really resonate. It doesn't have anything that holds you. Michael Chiklis doesn't really seem to play Deathstroke all that well.
No!
The action scenes are okay.
Could you imagine Michael Chiklis as Deathstroke?
No,
That
was
doesn't
I
make a
looked
lot
that
of
up,
sense.
and it was just very. I was like, "This is weird. I don't know why this is a thing."
No, he
And,
plays Ben Grimm, right?
But it was okay. It's not a long movie. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's watchable. Has decent action. The animation style isn't quite up to their other movies.
It's no Batman Ninja.
No, it's no Batman Ninja. It does have a lot of violence, so it's rated R. It has plenty of murdering.
Okay.
No!
And you've already talked too long about it.
Yeah, it was okay. Hopefully the person
Wrong.
Jesus!
Wrong.
Hopefully the person
You're
who won
wrong.
Gersbumps enjoys
You're
it.
wrong.
Apparently,
Gersbumps.
Wild
You're
doesn't hate it.
wrong.
let us know how you felt about it.
Yes.
How did it make you feel? How did it make you feel?
Did it make you less or more attracted to me sexually?
That's because we want to hear.
This is-
Yes, we want to hear a listener review of Deathstroke Knights and Dragons because we're not going to listen to Noob News review. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one.
We are, and that's Nick Cannon. Why are we reviewing anything with this idiot? Berserk with Nick Cannon and Reese Wakefield.
Wow.
What?
Is
Why?
this what we're reviewing? Hey Scott, why don't you correct him on what we're watching?
This isn't what we're reviewing.
Wow.
He brought up Nick Cannon without a shirt.
Not-
I thought that's what it was.
He wasn't even close on that.
Oh, so
Wow.
hold on. The critic consensus for Nick Cannon's movie is actually 80% for an audience score.
Of 5 people.
5 people.
And no.
They really what did Nick Cannon do that was stupid recently?
Oh, that's right. He's an anti-Semite.
Yeah. Oh, he hates Jews.
That's right.
Nick Cannon does not like the Jews.
He's not a big fan. He wasn't trying
to like the Jews.
He wasn't trying at all to like the Jews. He should have tried harder because a Jew was his boss. And they didn't like that, so they fired him.
Okay, so I brought up Berserk, the anime. That looks more Jewish acceptable. The series,
Why would it be more Jewish acceptable?
It's more than
What is wrong
It's a
with
Japanese anime.
yeah, but it's not starring a person that hates Jews, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's inclusive.
You do have a fan club on the chat there, Noob.
I do. Everyone loves me. Hey,
Except-
Noob,
except
do
you're-
you love me? Of course I do, Sam Jr.
Yeah, except
If
you're
a
putting me
male
straight to
with a
sleep.
mildly sized penis.
He likes girth.
I do. Well, I like to. I don't want to have my confidence ruined, so it really depends.
I wasn't trying.
So the series info. So this is what Berserk, the non-Nick Cannon Jew-hating one, is about. The mystical story of Guts, a wandering mercenary.
Guts. His name in Japanese, just so you know, is Gutsa.
Okay. Gutsa is fierce and has seen life and death right from his childhood days. Was born after his mother had already died and was adopted and raised by foster parents. He killed his father in self-defense and escaped to the forest and was spotted. Oh, let me click on more.
I really hope that's the guy that I'm showing on the screen right now. Zeke,
is
'cause
100
I have
yes,
no
it is.
idea.
That's
He was spotted by Griffith, the leader
Yes,
of Band of
Griffith.
Hawks.
What is up with the naked tree nymph behind him? That's
First of
flying through
all,
the air?
it's a fairy. And second of all, they don't wear clothes.
Right.
obviously.
So obviously.
Are they hung like a Ken doll?
They do not have any genitals to speak of, unlike just like Noob.
Just
they
like-
have no they have no visible genitals until they are aroused.
They don't have.
Anyway, this is a continuation. I believe the first movie came out in like 2003 or something like that. So Berserk is a long-running anime and controversial movie series, or I guess I don't know if it's an anime series as well, but very, very strange. Known for its extreme violence and its extreme, like, there's a lot of not nice stuff going on to men and women's.
I know there was 3 movies, Berserk 1, 2, and 3 that were, I forget the platforms. I came across them. I watched them, but it was just years ago. I remember nothing about them at this point. I just remember it was bloody as hell.
Yes. And then, so HBO Max, which I've been diving into their anime section, has this. It is not dubbed in English, but it's good. So if you like anime and you've always wanted to pick up on Berserk, the animation is awesome. I'm going to say the sound design is one of the best I've ever heard, and some of the music is really cool because it's all like it's like kind of spoken word. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it's very, very cool. So if you're into
Give me a comparable anime.
you can't compare it. It's
Is it
so
better-
violent. There's nothing you can
Is
compare
it
it
better
to.
than Full Metal Alchemist? No.
It's just dude. It's Berserk. It's bonkers. Like it just goes in places that you're just like, oh my god. Let's just say like one of the main characters gets rendered mentally handicapped after she's sent to the demon world and raped by a whole bunch of demons.
Okay.
So wait, so can we compare this to what was that anime we talked about a while ago? The
Roga
7
Sakadoji.
the 7 layers of hell or whatever.
Devilman's Crybaby?
No.
It could be on comparison with Devilman's Cry, baby.
Devilman's
That's not a
Crybaby.
good
No, there was another one
better
that
than
there was the anime characters were going down through levels of hell, and it was like an underage girl was naked like 80% of the
you're
time.
talking about the Abyss or
The
whatever.
Abyss,
that
that's
is.
it.
Made
Is
in
this,
Abyss.
yeah, is this
Abyss
kind of
fantastic.
Totally different from that. This is not cutesy wootsy anime. This is like this. There's no mistaking this. This is a dude with a sword that's taller than him who chops people in half with it. There's no comparison. And Made in Abyss is in English, and this is not. So, and Made in Abyss has cutesy wootsy animation.
With a very dark story.
Yes, they use anal.
Sticks?
No,
To-
what are they?
yeah, it
Like
was-
suppositories
to
to make sure they
suppositories
don't die.
to cure
Yeah, it's
people.
fucked up.
Yes.
It's Seven Deadly Sins is like, I'm not going to say it's family watchable. This is not meant for any person's family.
Seven Deadly
So,
Sins early on was not really family watchable because
It's pervy.
it was pervy because what's his name was very pervy, but that stopped like season 3, season 4. He wasn't as pervy as he was, but you're saying this show is just a bloody disaster.
People, the violence is outrageous. Like they literally go to a tower where there's unimaginable torture going on. Like in fact, I think they had to censor parts of it. It's that explicit because there's definitely like the girls have no nipples, which is a little off-putting, but I guess they had to censor it to make sure it wasn't rated like do not watch by anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want a family-friendly anime, watch Dragon Ball Z.
You had one. You had one. You're not allowed more than one in an episode.
I
Shut
skipped
up.
a couple.
Isn't there a lot of
buildup
push-ups in there? No.
There is a lot of push-ups.
So anyway, why don't we move to the next one?
should.
Berserk is just, if you're an anime fan, check it out. I highly recommend it. It's quality. I am watching again something I told you to watch before. Old Noah Zero. I found it on HBO Max. I am really digging that HBO Max anime section. Old Noah Zero, one of my favorites. Awesome. Keep going.
Sure. And Meezy on our chat says chocolate. I don't understand.
Chocolat.
Which
Don't understand
by the
why.
way, I think HBO Max is where Shazam was. Which Bridget asked about that on Wednesday.
Shazam
think
is on HBO
it's-
Max.
Yeah, so if you want to watch it, it is on HBO Max.
Dude, HBO Max is getting pretty close to competing with Netflix as far as content. Like it has all the Batman movies. It had it's pretty good. Like I'm starting to be impressed by its catalog, and the price point is very comparable to Netflix. So I'm saying HBO Max might be, if the Snyder Cut is good and they start releasing more good stuff, it could be DC for the win. Because Disney ain't doing jack squadoncle.
Well, it is unfortunately Bridget's saying she doesn't have HBO Max, but if you're willing to bring tacos, Noob is willing to share his HBO Max with you.
I
Tuna.
am.
Tuna.
Tuna.
and tacos.
Well, tuna tacos.
Taco tuna.
Yes, your taco tuna. Your tuna tacos. You bring your taco tunas, and Noob will share his.
And then we can send
very,
pics to Sam Jr. of my pants.
very small HBO Max with you.
Yeah. So let's move on to our final review of the night, which is Class Action Park, which I have no idea. It's also on HBO Max. Jesus Christ, HBO Max has everything.
Yes, HBO Max just kill. It's weird because Hulu was dropping all this stuff that was like relatively interesting and new, and now HBO Max it's where it's at. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's bringing the heat. It's bringing the heat.
And we hope, and they keep doing it, because if they do take in DC Universe, there's one subscription I can get rid of. And if they keep going, I can get rid of Xfinity because they're horrible. And
Drop CBS All Access.
I have people in my small 10 by 10 room house that watch CBS Access stuff.
Oh, well, all right then.
Unfortunately.
Apparently, this is a very popular show because I don't know what it is, but it has a 94% on the tomato meter with 32 reviews and an 87% audience score with a measly 15 reviews. But the critic consensus, disturbing and thrilling in equal measure, Class Action Park is a raucous chronicle of the infamous water park that was as beloved as it was dangerous.
This is like one of those things that you couldn't even make up if you wanted to.
Wait, didn't Johnny Knoxville do a movie about this?
You are 100%
Action Park?
correct.
Wasn't it called Action Park?
Correct.
Hey!
In fact, Scott dropped that one on me, which I did not even realize until Scott said it. So I heard about this. It was based in Vernon, New Jersey, and it was literally the most dangerous water park ever created. It was full of drunken New Jersey and New York teens who would just get pissed drunk, beat each other up, and occasionally die based on different things. As Scott has a picture on the screen of their infamous, I don't know what the hell they called it again, but it was a water tunnel.
A water tunnel loop-de-loop. I mean, that's the description of this thing. It's a water slide loop-de-loop.
And what they did was they interviewed a whole bunch of people who used to work there and people who used to go there because it was very popular. And basically the owner of the park was a failed Wall Street tycoon back in the 80s and 70s, where he got kicked out of Wall Street because he was being super shady and laundering money, and then decided to buy up a bunch of ski resorts and turn them into water parks. And the water park was insanity. It was a water park and motor world.
Would Scott fit down that slide?
No, because they said specifically that there were people who were too big. You couldn't be too little because you wouldn't have enough momentum to get through the tube.
I would fly
too
through
big
that thing
because you get stuck in the top and they'd have to open a latch to let Scott out.
No, I would fly through that thing because I'm a lot of weight, but not so much girth. I would go through that thing and probably knock out everybody in that pool down
So
below.
you're just like a pencil, huh?
I would not get stuck because, like I said, heavy but not wide, and I would fly through that thing like a fucking rocket and destroy everybody below that.
You are basically a nuclear weapon at that speed.
Yes.
So
at that
the
point,
first
I'm
time
a
they built
deadly
it,
weapon.
They had fake engineers build this thing, and then the owner would tweak them. The first time they had people test that loop-de-loop thing, they allowed them to. He paid park employees $100 each to go down it. The first group of people came out of it with bloody mouths, and they didn't know why. The second group of people to go down it, because they made a slight adjustment, came out with severe lacerations. When they opened the escape hatch, they found teeth embedded in the roof of it. So people were getting lacerations because the first people knocked their teeth out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But more teeth for the tooth fairy. That's good.
Yeah. Some of the other things that happened there, I think 20 people died. They're not even 100% sure. They said between 25 and 50 people got hurt a day at this park. There were no rules. The lifeguards were in the ages of 13 to 16. Maybe they're 18 to, I don't know. They were very young. What you see on the screen there is a tube that just ejects you into a spring that's 65 degrees. It was just crazy. There was a Tarzan swing.
So shock. So when you got shot out of that tube into freezing water, which caused shock. Then.
Yes, that's exactly what would happen. They would also have they would put a wristband on people that couldn't swim. So if they'd been rescued once, they put a wristband on you, a green wristband that said CFS, which stood for can't fucking swim.
Is that true?
I was about to make that up, but that's even better that that's true.
It's amazing. This thing that you see, it was called the Alpine Slide or something like that, where you would ride a little cart and drive down it. Well, the very first death at the park was a 19-year-old very healthy young gentleman who flew off of one of those into a whole bunch of rocks that they had been told to move and
fine.
didn't. No, he died.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very sad. The guy did not give a shit about anything other than making money. It was poorly run. It was a cesspool. People really were excited by it. And it just made me think, back in the day, back in the 80s, there was a bunch of latchkey kids, and now you have helicopter parents who wouldn't let their kids go to this for any amount of money. So it's just interesting to see the dynamic of your kids would just disappear and nobody would pay attention to them and you just wander off and go anywhere. God forbid anybody lets their kids wander around anymore. Although the last kid that I knew that wandered off got hit by a train. So maybe it isn't a good idea to let your kids wander.
Things do change. Back in the day, doctors used to say they recommended Winston cigarettes over other cigarettes.
This is true.
And now, if you watch social media, apparently there's a child abduction ring going on in this world. So who knows?
Tom Hanks.
Who knows? We don't. But Action Park is.
I was not old enough to go to Action Park. I would not have been able to go there So
Here's the big takeaway, though. So this is probably at an all-time low. So what we're going to do here at OrkU is purchase Class Action Park, reopen it under OrkU's Funland.
OrkU's so much Funland.
And we're going to make a giant slip and slide into Scott's anus, basically.
Do you think he could fit 5 lanes or just 3?
It's going to be a multi-lane unit, is what we're going to say.
It would be 5.
I'm not sure how many lanes, because he's a very wide man.
It would be 5 lanes into 3. It would be more like a bottleneck, actually.
It would bottleneck in. In fact, there was a kayak ride that people used to go on, and the kayak ride used to electrocute people to death.
Oh, that's neat.
That sounds like fun.
The park was just a disaster. And I did not see the Johnny Knoxville Action Park thing. I don't know if you did. He must have been a resident there.
The Johnny Knoxville Action Park, it was interesting. It was funny, but not. It was one of those popcorn flicks that was fun to watch, but it wasn't something that like I need to see this again or this was amazing. They did live stunts. Johnny Knoxville actually got completely destroyed doing one of those stunts, like broken bones, busted jaw, all kinds of stuff, because he did it in the Jackass theme.
He is a jackass.
There was a story in there about a father and a daughter, which was kind of heart-touching. It's been so long that I can't really tell you whether or not it was a great movie, but from what I remember, I did kind of enjoy it, but it's not something that I want to watch again. So you can, take your opinion from that.
Either way, the documentary was very good. I enjoyed it. It's kind of short. It's about an hour and a half.
Jay Bird supports me, says it was okay.
Sure.
The documentary? Oh, he's talking about the Johnny Knoxville movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fair assessment.
Either way, OrkU will make it better because we deserve and our fans deserve the best.
Absolutely.
And
even though it would be open for noob, like
it would be. There's going to be a special, like Sundays are Noobs Day because I am the Lord.
What about like Thursdays being Noob Day, where it's just all nude?
Yes,
nude sunbathing.
Semi-nudist colony. Call it Nexium 2, and we're going to see how it goes.
I think Jay Bird has it right, where like he's going to not recommend it like being a fan of noob. I do not recommend it.
It's very difficult to be a fan of Noob.
Everyone's a fan, as you can see in the chat. But I think that's it for our reviews today.
I do think that is it for our reviews. As far as a little bit of housekeeping, just to remind people, we do have an interview that will go out on YouTube. So be sure to check that out. It will not be part of the regular podcast. This will be, as you can catch our regular podcast, out once a week. And it goes out to iTunes, Stitcher, all those other good places. And make sure you like and subscribe, as the only way that this channel can grow is by your contributions. We provide this show free. We don't ask for anything from you guys other than nudes.
Yes.
And a like and subscribe.
And tuna.
Actually, we do have a weekly nude requirement from a lot of our fans, and I just want to say a lot of you have been slacking.
There has been a lot of slacking in the nude delivery department.
Sam Jr. talking to you. Josh, I think that's Doc.
You mean Doc? Yeah.
Tom,
Bridget, really slacking.
Tom Borsanella, way behind.
I want to see your chocolate if you get me. Rob, I want to see your donut hole. Okay. Who else? Nikki, I think I said that right. I deserve a nude for that. Who else?
And if you like what you heard here this week, head on over to Instagram and join us at ork_u for the fun there. Head on over to Facebook.com/OurReviewsWillKillYou. And if you're listening to us on our podcast, be sure to check out our video with all our fun images that we do on screen at youtube.com/OurReviewsWillKillYou. We are, of course, live on Friday nights. We hope to see you then. We do go live random times. Look for us this Tuesday, Wednesday. What did we say?
Tuesday.
That coming
also, Tuesday with an amazing Aussie. You're going to want to hear it. You're going to want to check it out. You're going to want to drink the drink.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, another contributor to our chat, Indra. She just seems like such an angel. God's gift to this earth, honestly.
No nudes from her.
No nudes.
So check it out. We hope to see you Tuesday with our Aussie bartender. We hope to see you next Friday with our next show. And of course, thank you all for joining us at the chat. And if you need to listen to us while you drive, we're of course on Google and Stitcher and Spotify and iTunes and all that fun stuff.
Take us wherever you go.
Take me wherever you want.
Absolutely.
Kitchen, bathroom.
You can have that noob pillow if you want. And don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Father too.
We do have some random merchandise. We don't have a link tree, which we should have.
Yeah.
And we are looking to make things better, make the show better, make it more engaging, make it more fun. We think it's a fun party podcast. You think it's a fun party podcast, but we're going to bring even more party to your pants soon, somehow. We don't know. Just in different ways. Amazing. Do we have another giveaway coming up? Not yet?
Not until midway through September for Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Oh, keep an eye out for that. There will be other giveaways. And remember, if you did not win this giveaway, Noob does have other giveaways. If you message him on our Instagram link, correct? You will send them nudes and a super awesome digital code.
I think
for
we
a
may
movie of his choice.
we may already have that. Somebody in the chat much earlier said they did send him a message. Bridget says she wants a new pillow. There is a store. And if you go to scottwillkillyou.com, you will find that store. It's also at ourreviewswillkillyou.com. But there is a store with all kinds of random stuff, which is very random because I was making custom hats for a certain Z person. But there's all kinds of weird shit there, including actually, Bridget, get the bathing suit. I would. that is that's
Sam Jr.
That's something weird.
It's Sam Jr. Can you get the bathing
Actually,
suit?
I think Sam Jr. needs to get the bathing suit too. It's got an amazing image of our reviews will kill you on your ass. It'd be great. We want to see that on Sam Jr. And we want to see that on all of you. Check out the store at ourreviewswillkillyou.com.
Like and subscribe, and
Sweet
from,
Jesus, just fucking
from
end it
all
already.
of us here at Our Reviews Will Kill You, and that's spelled OurReviws.
Please kill it.
Reviews
End it.
will WILL
Scott!
kill. How do you spell the rest?
At least
Anyway,
it's spelled correctly
shut
this
up.
time.
We love you. We love y'all. Take care.
You've had greatest of fears.